All right, now we're doing 8Q, Grasshopper Summation. This is by Dan Levito, and 90% of the people like it. We're going to write a program that finds the summation of every number from 1 to num. The number will always be a positive integer greater than 0. All right, and here's the example. 1 plus 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 8 is 36. All right, and I'll just trust that math. So, we could do the easy thing. We could say summation equals num, arrow function, and we could just do the easy thing and say num times num plus 1 divided by 2. We could do that easily, right? But that's too easy, right? When we could, why do that when we could create an array, fill it with something, and then reduce it? Why not that? Let's do that instead. So, like I said, we're going to create an array, and we're going to do it with this array constructor right here. And we're going to do it with this little syntax. We're going to have the array and then the array.length. The array length inside of it. So we're going to say array, and inside of it, we're going to say num. So that, boom, right in there. Now, dot. Now we're going to fill it with something. Fill method changes all elements to a static value from start index to end index. And it returns the modified array. So I'm just going to put fill 0, right? So it's just going to be in zeros, in minus 1, Anyway, I'll show you what I mean. And then we're going to reduce. And over here on the reduce method executes a user-supplied reducer callback function on each element of the array in order, passing in the return value from the calculation on the preceding element. The final result of running the reducer across all elements of the array is a single value. So basically, it just returns the sum of all elements in an array, right? So that's what we're going to do here. But we are going to use a special syntax. See, the usual syntax is previous current, but we're going to use the previous current index syntax, all right? And I'll show you why. Well, why is because the array is filled with 0, so we have to do this by the indexes. So what we're going to do is say, we're going to put in another set of parentheses, previous as the arguments, previous blank and index, and we're going to say arrow function, and then we're going to say previous plus index plus 1, because index starts on 0, so we're going to have to, it's going to be the number minus 1 indexes. All right, and then we also need a initial index, initial value right here. So the initial value we're going to put in is 0. All right, let's test it out, see what happens. All right, awesome. Great, excellent. All right, let's go to My Solutions, see what happened. Just us. Awesome. Very much like it, and we'll see you next time.